Dad. Dad, I brought my fiancé to wish you a happy birthday.
Wanting, stop fooling around. Where did you get a fiancé?
Wanting. Who is this?
Father, Auntie. His name is Li Hui. It was Grandpa back then who arranged the engagement for the two of us. You all know about it.
Li Hui. You found him?
Wanting, your grandfather passed away. How many years ago? The engagement he arranged. Can it still count?
Why wouldn't it count? My Yi family has always valued promises the most. Even a promissory note from 40 years ago, we would honor, let alone an engagement contract.
You. Do you not know? Your brother Kui specifically came today, rushing here from Beijing, precisely to propose marriage to us. And look at you. Without a word, you pull this stunt on us?
Hello, Bro Thurkey. Thank you for your trouble. But I'm sorry. I already have someone I like.
Sister Wanting. For families like ours, marriages of prominent families are not simply about liking someone. It's not that simple. What matters is matching family status. Don't let sweet words cloud your judgment. Do you intend to use your life's major event for poverty alleviation?
Poverty alleviation? What do you mean?
Can there be a second meaning? Wanting. Our Yi family is already the foremost aristocratic family in Jiangzhou. In all of Zhuangzhou. No one is worthy of you. The person you should marry should be a young master from a prominent family in Beijing. That Kui family is indeed ranked among the 5 major families in Beijing, holding high status and power. Your brother Kui is truly your perfect match.
Dad, do you also think so?
Wanting. Regarding this matter, we have discussed it. Back then, Shais hadn't come to propose yet. Dad thought at the time, since there wasn't much chance of marrying up, we should just find someone who suits our own wishes. At least life would be comfortable, wouldn't it? But today, things are different. Shais has come to propose marriage. I hope you can reconsider.
There's no need to consider it. I, Yi Wanning, will marry no one but Li Hui.
You child! Why are you so stubborn? You like him today. But can you guarantee you like him for a lifetime? If you weren't the eldest daughter of the Yi family, could he be so utterly devoted to you?
Wanting. Your stepmother is right. Our status is clearly established here. If it's not a match of equal social standing, how do you know he isn't coveting our Yi family's wealth and influence?
Excuse me, Uncle Yi, the Yi family's wealth and influence truly haven't reached a level that could tempt me.
Impudence? What kind of person are you? How dare you speak so arrogantly on the Yi family's territory? Guards! Get him out of here.
Whose food do you all eat? Get out.
Wanting. This young man looks down on your Yi family, yet you still protect him so much. What exactly is his background?
He's just a delivery guy.
A delivery guy? Young Master Liang, are you sure?
Absolutely sure. Lulu, show them.
Everyone, please look. He has been delivering food for the past year. Photos like this. I have as many as you want. Wanting. Are you crazy? Today is your father's 60th birthday. Are you trying to anger him to death?
The film was translated
Wanting, what
and
exactly are you trying to
narrated
do?
by M Media.
If you don't want your Yi family to continue losing face, agree to marry me immediately. I will help you wrap this up.
Do I need to say it again? I, Yi Wanning, will marry no one but Li Hui.
Are you insane? Do you want everyone in Zhangzhou to laugh at our Yi family?
Yi Wanting, I'm giving you a way out. If you don't take it, soon even this opportunity will be gone.
Take your way out and go back to Beijing.
You don't know what's good for you.
Delivering food is earning a living by one's own ability. There's no shame in that. However, besides delivering food, I also give gifts. Today is Uncle Yi's 60th birthday, so I brought a grand gift. In 3 minutes, I will make the stock price of the Yi Group rise to 60 yuan.
The Yi family's current stock price is only 30 yuans. To rise to 60 yuans, it needs to increase by at least 100%. This is something that can be done within 3 minutes. What kind of international joke is this? Securing the Manglong Group's 100 billion project was the Yi Group's biggest recent positive news, but it has already been realized and cashed out. If there isn't new, major news, the stock price will be difficult to raise. I'm afraid that boast is about to burst. Let's see how he wraps this up later. Kid, even if you're kissing up, you should choose a reliable way to do it, making the Yi Group stock price double in 3 minutes. Do you really think you're the stock god?
You delivery guy? If you can't do it, then from now on, stop pursuing wanting.
Then if I succeed, you cannot object to the engagement between wanting and me anymore.
You actually think you can do it? An ignorant clown who doesn't know his place. It rose. The Yi Group stock price rose. It really rose. 35. 37. It's already 40 yuan.
Young Master Liang, could it be that this kid is going to steal the spotlight again?
How is that possible? Old Master Nan is watching him. If he forcibly raises the price like this, he's waiting to be crushed like a drowned dog.
48 yuan. Huge volume has been released. It held firm. It seems someone, at this price level, is frantically dumping stock. This is going to be exciting now. Truly foolish. Even if you can mobilize large amounts of capital, forcibly pulling it up like this will only attract your opponents to frantically crash the market. 2 minutes have already passed. Forget 60 yuan. I think 40 yuan won't even hold.
Young Master Liang, it seems exactly as you said. This delivery guy is finally going to be finished.
His petty tricks cannot escape Old Master Nan's 5-finger mountain.
It dropped. 46, 45, 44. Uncle and aunt, did you see that? This is the great gift he spoke of. It's simply enough to make one laugh their teeth out.
That's perfect. Let him be utterly disgraced, so that later, he won't pester wanting again.
It rose again, it rose again. It broke through 50 yuan. What? Look quickly at the breaking news. The Manglong Group announced 1,000 billion major project. The Yi Group might become the biggest winner. The massive sell wall has all been withdrawn. Now it's all large buy orders. The stock price is starting to soar.
10 seconds left. 10,
53,
9,
54,
8,
55. Oh my god. We should hurry up and buy some too.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The current stock price is 66 yuan. I, your junior, am here to wish Uncle Yi boundless blessings and longevity, and smooth sailing in everything.
Dad, your daughter also wishes you joy, happiness, peace and health, peace and good fortune.
Good, 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 you are thoughtful.
Yi Group stock price has broken through 60 yuan. Li Hui has done it. You should keep your word now, shouldn't you?
It was just a blind cat running into a dead mouse. If it weren't for Manglong Group coincidentally releasing an announcement just based on him,
You must honor your bet. So many Jiangzhou dignitaries today are watching. Our Yi family cannot go back on its word.
I didn't say I was going to renege. I don't object, but that doesn't mean I approve.
It's enough that you don't object. Dad, what about you?
It is clear that he has some capability. You to take your seats first.
What happened to young Master Liang? Didn't Elder Master Na make a move? Why didn't he stop him?
The moment Manglong Group's heavy news was released, it became the inevitable trend. Even Elder Master Nan couldn't act against the trend.
How frustrating. He gained the upper hand again.
That is not important. Don't forget what our main mission is for coming here today.
Understood.
The film was translated
Thank you
and
all
narrated
for
by
coming to
M
celebrate my
Media.
birthday. Today, I, however, have a major matter that I need to discuss with everyone. Everyone present today are influential families and clans of Jiangsu. I believe everyone has heard that the four-nation financial alliance is eyeing our Daxia covetously and may strike at any time. We must guard against this. As the saying goes, divided we stand weak, united we stand strong. I propose gathering the full strength of Jiangsu to establish a commercial alliance to jointly resist foreign enemies. Uncle Yi is highly respected and prestigious. Although my Kui family is in Beijing, we also wish to contribute to the Jiangsu Business Alliance. I, Kui Shais, am the first to agree.
Good. Young Master Kun understands righteousness deeply. He is a model for our generation. Since the purpose is to counter the four-nation financial alliance, the Jiangsu Business Alliance should obey Beijing's deployment. As young Master Kui is from one of Beijing's 5 major families, he is the most suitable person to relay orders. I propose that young Master Kui serve as the alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance. Elder Master Yi, you and the Kui family are longtime family friends. If he becomes the alliance head, you will support him, right?
Since this is the Jiangzhou Business Alliance, its foundation naturally lies in Jiangzhou. Whoever is the boss of Jiangzhou is naturally the alliance head.
Gentlemen, Miss Yi's statement, do you all agree with it?
The alliance head must naturally be respected for their strength. Otherwise, their words will carry no weight. Who would listen to him? That's right. Since we are contending with the 4 major financial consortiums, the alliance head should naturally be. The stronger the better. Otherwise, how can he lead us to victory?
Since everyone agrees that strength is paramount, then I must ask, is the Yi family stronger, or is the Kui family from Beijing stronger?
What a joke! If we disregard geographical location and only discuss strength, who can compare with the richest man in Daxia? The Li family. In that case, we don't need to discuss this anymore. We should just go and beg the Li family patriarch to be the alliance head.
If only you could invite him, I would have no objection. Speaking only of the present, I believe Kui Shais, the young master of the Kui family, is more suitable to serve as the alliance head.
Although the Yi family is firmly established as number 1 in Jiangsu, compared to the great families in Beijing, they are far inferior. If young Master Kui can become the head of the business alliance, our Jiangsu families can rely on the Kui family, this great tree. I don't see why not. Thinking about it carefully, young Master Liang makes sense. The Kui family far surpasses the Yi family. With the Kui family leading, the business alliance will gain access to the connections in Beijing. This is a rare opportunity for all our Jiangsu families.
Since everyone's opinion is so unanimous, then
Which you heard you. That everyone agrees. Liang Tianyu, your Liang family's assets are currently less than 1 million. What right do you have to chatter here?
Of course he has the right. You should know that. Young Master Liang's godfather is the chief of 5 provinces, Nan Wanshan.
Young Master Liang. So young Master Kiwi is on our side. No wonder you nominated him as the alliance head.
he is the same as us. He is one of Godfather's men. Everyone. The reason I nominated young Master Kui to be the leader of the business alliance is precisely because I received instructions from Elder Master Nan. Do you still have any objections now?
Nan Wanshan, the chief of 5 provinces, plus the Kui family from Beijing. This level of strength is enough to completely dominate our Jiangsu. I support young Master Kui as the alliance head.
I support young Master Kiwi as the alliance head.
I support young Master Kui as the alliance head.
If you choose him, I fear he might sell you out without you even realizing it.
Young Master Li, what do you mean by that?
Does everyone still remember the massive selling volume that appeared when the Yi Group stock price surged just now? The true entities behind it are 3 offshore companies registered in the Cayman Islands. Mr. Kui, please explain. These 3 offshore companies, among the shareholders, why is your name there?
You. Nonsense. There is absolutely no such thing.
Back when the Yi Group stock price plummeted, you used those offshore company accounts to heavily buy up low-priced shares, and then today, sold them at a high price. This wave of operations by you saved some face for the 5 major fund companies. I'm afraid your foreign masters are going to reward you handsomely now.
How ridiculous. You're slandering me. I have no connection whatsoever with the 5 major fund companies.
Whether there is a connection or not, everyone can check. Everyone. You think clinging to the great families in Beijing is your great opportunity, but have you ever considered that they might treat you as pawns, as leaks, or as the fall guys? But the Yi Group is different. The Yi family is intrinsically linked to Jiangzhou. Today, the massive surge in the Yi Group stock price has already driven up dozens of stocks in Jiangzhou. The rise in stocks. This is truly everyone's greatest opportunity.
What a joke. What a mere Yi family can achieve. Can't Elder Nan and the Kui family achieve?
If you're going to cling to a powerful figure, naturally you should choose a thicker one to cling to. This principle, surely you understand.
Incredible. The Yi Group stock price has broken through 80 yuan. Other stocks in Jiangsu have all risen by more than 50%. It seems the Yi Group truly is the great leader of our Jiangsu. With one move, the flying dragon in the sky. Timely rain has fallen upon our Jiangsu.
What? How is this possible?
Young Master Liang, what should we do now?
The Yi family has already gained momentum. We can't stop them by force anymore.
Doesn't that mean we've definitely lost?
Quite the opposite. Elder Nan's hidden piece hasn't appeared yet.
Gentlemen, now that the stock price of my E Group has broken through 80 yuan, this fully demonstrates the immense confidence that the vast number of investors have in my E Group. I believe that if I, this old man, were to serve as the head of this business alliance, no one would object, right?
Elder Yi. The Yi Group stock has indeed surged. But what does that have to do with you?
Young Master Liang, the Yi Group is my Yi family's company. Tell me, does it have anything to do with me?
Back when the Yi Group's stock price rebounded from the bottom, it relied on Miss Yi securing the Manglong Group's 100 billion yuan project. Now, the Yi Group's stock price has doubled and soared, which also relies on the Manglong Group's trillion yuan project benefit. I believe the position of alliance head, this location, should belong to Miss Yi.
We are all members of the Yi family. We don't distinguish between us so clearly. You, an outsider. What are you meddling in?
If it were just about doing business, none of us would care. But what we are confronting now are the four nation financial groups. The brothers in Jiangsu don't want to follow the wrong person and become cannon fodder for nothing.
Yi Qifeng, half-brother of Yi Wanning.
Well said. But I'm afraid that following you wanting might not necessarily mean following the right person either.
Wanning. Who is he?
His name is Yi Qifeng. He is my half-brother.
My son. Weren't you abroad? When did you come back?
Zhao Feng, when you came back, you didn't even tell the family. So Dad could send someone to pick you up. Dad, for your 60th birthday, how could I not come back? I didn't tell you, because I wanted to give you a surprise. This is wonderful, everyone. This is my son, Yi Qifeng. He has been fully responsible for the Yi Group's overseas business, especially the financial market. He has achieved a lot. He is the prodigy of my Yi family.
Even so, he can't compare to Miss Yi, can he?
How can he not compare? The empire my son built for the Yi family overseas is certainly no less than what was achieved domestically.
That is indeed true. Qifeng, it only took him 3 years to make the Yi Group's asset model overseas achieve the level that is on par with the domestic operations.
So what? The recent soaring of the Yi Group's stock price surely wasn't his achievement, was it?
You hit the nail on the head. Last night, I reached a cooperation agreement with the head of the Manglong Group's overseas project. A cooperation agreement was reached. Today, the Manglong Group announced the news of the trillion project. This is the big birthday gift I'm giving Dad. It has to be my son.
I see. So, it turns out someone took credit for my son's achievement and claimed it as their own.
In that case, the surge in the Yi Group's stock price relied on the second young master, boosting it from behind the scenes, while Miss Yi's fianc merely happened to borrow the second young master's influence, acting arrogantly by exploiting others' power and enjoying the benefits effortlessly.
I knew it. How could a delivery person possibly have the ability to manipulate the stock market? Wanting. Using your brother's achievements to gild this people. A gold-trimmed cup. Don't you feel ashamed?
How could this be?
Miss Yi, originally I was very supportive of you. What a pity. You are not a truly capable person, I think. The position of alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance. It must be the Yi family's second young master, Yi Qifeng.
If young Master Yi II becomes the alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance, my Kui family is willing to offer all our connections and resources in Beijing City to share with all the aristocratic families in Jiangsu. Even the Kui family from Beijing is willing to let young Master Yi II be the alliance head. Then what else is there to say? We support young Master Yi II becoming the alliance head. I support young Master Yi II becoming the alliance head.
I support young Master Yi II becoming the alliance head.
I support young Master Yi II becoming the alliance head.
Young Master Li, could it be that the soaring stock price of my Yi Group really has something to do with my younger brother?
Based on your understanding of him, does he have this capability?
My Yi Group's overseas business has seemingly developed rapidly in recent years. But in reality, it has been losing money every year. It relies entirely on the money I earn domestically, constantly giving him financial support, just to maintain that superficial glory.
So, in your heart, you already have the answer. All right. Let me, the brother-in-law, teach him how to behave. Little brother, you keep claiming that you signed a cooperation agreement with the Manglong Group's overseas business department. Then do you dare tell everyone exactly what kind of cooperation it is.
Who are you?
He is your future brother-in-law.
Him? Sister, your taste in choosing a husband is truly terrible. No wonder the aristocratic families of Jiangsu are unwilling to associate with you. Who would want a person who delivers takeout lording over them?
What? You look down on delivery workers. Yi Feng. Your so-called
Film was translated
cooperation with the Manglong
and
Group's
narrated by
overseas
M.
business department. Isn't it just delivering takeout to their employees?
You are talking nonsense.
You brat. My son is overseas, wielding great influence, and has achieved countless merits for my Yi family. Everyone in the entire group knows this. You blind, brainless thing. How dare you right in front of me? Speak carelessly?
Yi Feng. The agreement you signed with the Manglong Group is right here on my phone. You have 1 minute. Think carefully. Whether you truly have the qualifications to be the alliance head of the Jiangzhou Business Alliance.
Son, just tell them the content of your cooperation with the Manglong Group, speak it out, and throw it in his face. See what else he has to say.
Mother, stop talking.
Son, it's a business secret. Right. It's inconvenient to disclose. Mother understands. You brat. This kind of high-end business cooperation, even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. Hurry up and go back to delivering takeout.
The minute is up.
I believe the position of alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance. This position should still be held by my sisters. It's better to sit. What? Second young master Yi actually chickened out. Could it be that his overseas partnership with the Manglong Group was truly just delivering takeout to employees?
So, you went through careful consideration, realized you weren't qualified, and voluntarily withdrew from the alliance head competition. Is that right?
Yes.
That's nonsense. Do you have some leverage in his hands? Tell your mother, and I'll take care of it for you.
Can you please stop talking?
Coward. He's a coward.
Young Master Liang, what is going on here?
Isn't it obvious enough? He was manipulated and completely controlled by that delivery guy.
How is this possible? Even the Kui family in Beijing believed in second young Master Yi. How could he possibly be suppressed by this bastard?
How should I know? Who would have thought? Old Master Nan's secret move turned into a blunder.
Esteemed Jiangzhou aristocratic families and powerful clans, I know that at this very moment, everyone has doubts in their hearts. It doesn't matter. Now, I will give everyone a reassurance, letting everyone know that by following eldest Miss Yi, you definitely haven't followed the wrong person. Come in.
Heavens, the number one in Daxia. CEO Chen, the CEO of the Manglong Group. I actually saw him in person. This is unbelievable. What is the background of this son-in-law of the Yi family? He actually managed to invite CEO Chen. Chen Jian of the Manglong Group congratulates eldest Miss Yi on her appointment as alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance. What? The dignified CEO of the Manglong Group actually shows such respect to eldest Miss Yi. Someone who didn't know might even think that CEO Chen is eldest Miss Yi's subordinate. This is incredible. No wonder the stock price of the Yi Group has soared to this extent. So, the Manglong Group is determined to help you wanting ascend to power.
It's over. Even Chen Jian has come. With this declaration from him, there is no one left in Jiangsu who can oppose Yi wanting becoming the alliance leader.
Young Master Liang, what should we do now?
What else can we do? Hurry and leave. Report this to old Master Nan.
Uncle Yi, I wish you a happy birthday. May your fortune be as vast as the eastern sea, and your lifespan be as eternal as the southern mountains. CEO Chen honors us with his presence. I am truly humbled. Not at all, not at all. Back when old Master Yi Rongshan was still alive,
The film
he
was
provided great
translated
assistance
and
to my Manglong
narrated
Group.
by M. Media.
I, Chen Jian, have always kept his kindness etched in my heart. My late father's reputation was illustrious throughout his life. We juniors cannot even hope to catch up. Uncle Yi, you are too polite. Your eldest miss, she is truly 1 in 10,000. A heroine among women. You must support her more. Absolutely, absolutely. Eldest Miss Yi. 3 days from now, the peak figures of our Daxia will gather in Beijing City to jointly discuss the matter of countering the four-nation financial alliance. As you are the alliance head of the Jiangsu Business Alliance. You must attend. Trying to steal a chicken but losing the bait. Not only did you gain no advantage, you also exposed Kui Shais and Yi Kifeng, these two hidden operatives. Liang Tianyu, you are simply useless trash.
Old master, please calm down. This matter is not young master Liang's fault. It is all the fault of that bastard named Li. We don't know when he got hold of crucial leverage, firmly controlling young master Kui and young master Yi.
Yes, Godfather. This entire evening, I played the bad cop, and I played the good cop. I have already used all my abilities.
All right, both of you stand up. You two making this trip was not entirely without gain. However, this kid's true identity, I already have a good idea of it.
Really, Godfather? What exactly is this kid's background?
Lulu, come here and massage my shoulders. You stand next to her, acting like a good for nothing. All you do is open your mouth and act. Think about it carefully yourself.
Even the Manglong Group has to obey his orders. Logically, he should be someone from the Li family of the richest man, but he was indeed a mere delivery guy before, plus a mistress. These two identities. There is truly no way to connect them.
Not bad. When you're not next to a woman, you can indeed think clearly. Keep thinking.
Old master, you are so annoying. Don't always use me as a scapegoat.
Scapegoat. Godfather, I understand. This kid is the body double of the Li family's young master.
What? He's actually a body double?
Only this way can explain why this delivery guy suddenly became someone whom even Chen Jian must bow and scrape to. A powerful figure. Godfather, am I right?
You kid finally had a moment of clarity. Correct. This is also my judgment.
Old master. Then why would the Li family's young master need a body double?
All kinds of situations are possible. But that is not important. As long as we keep an eye on that impostor, we will have grasped the Li family's leverage.
I still don't understand. Then why did the Li family choose that useless thing?
The young master of the Li family,
The film
being
was
the richest man in
translated
Daxia,
and narrated by M Media.
has never appeared in public. The people who have seen him are extremely few. As long as the Li family approves and the subordinates cooperate, whoever acts as the substitute is the same.
So this trash just got incredibly lucky. I knew it. He was useless.
When others need him, they call him young master. When they don't need him, he's just a scapegoat. Godfather, 3 days from now, Daxia's elite will gather in Beijing to jointly discuss countering the major financial groups of the Four Nations. We might as well, at that time, expose his identity and give the Li family a warning.
Very good. I was thinking the same thing. The Li family has monopolized the position of Daxia's richest man for years. Other prominent families also all wish to replace them. Tianyu, even if your Liang family snatches just a small piece of the leftovers, it will instantly be revived. Your Liang family can dominate Jiangsu.
Thank you, Godfather, for your guidance and instruction. What my Liang family lost, I must reclaim 1,000-fold, 100-fold.
Young Master Li, thank you today for letting one gain such prominence. The Yi Group's market value has also soared.
No need to be polite. The Yi family is the leader of Jiangzhou. If the Yi family prospers, Jiangzhou flourishes. If Jiangzhou flourishes, Daxia has nothing to worry about.
Young Master Li actually holds Jiangzhou in such high regard.
What I value is not Jiangzhou, but your Yi family.
But our Yi family, currently across the whole of Daxia, cannot even rank in the top 10.
Wanting, the Yi family's advantage is not in wealth
Or prestige.
Back then, your grandfather, Yi Rongchen, once relied on the strength of his family alone to fight against the three major financial groups who were advancing aggressively, protecting Daxia's financial market, forcing the opponents to retreat in defeat. and also became the family personally designated by the sovereign as a protector family of the nation. Now the financial groups of the four nations are advancing aggressively. The Yi family's stance has far-reaching implications.
Young Master Li, please rest assured. With me, Wanning here, the Yi family will absolutely not disgrace the prestige your grandfather held back then.
I will advance and retreat with you.
Young Master Li, Wanning is very curious whether you are truly a member of the Li family, the richest man.
Previously, you think I'm not? What about now?
Logically speaking, the fact that you can order Chen Jian around means you should be a member of the Li family. But the Li family's true person in power is extremely low-key. For decades, they have never appeared in public. This is completely different from your style of doing things. That's why I'm very curious.
Wanning, if your fiancé was the Li family's young master, and the other was me, who would you choose?
Of course I'd choose you.
So decisive.
Today at Dad's birthday banquet, I said it twice. I, Yi Wanning, will marry no one but you.
Then aren't you afraid that I really am just a delivery guy?
The most formidable thing about me, Yi Wanning, is my discerning eye. Anyone I deem worthy is absolutely extraordinary.
Then what about me caught your eye?
Wanning finds appealing. This, and this too.
The film was translated.
No. No way. Brother Hui, you've become naughty. Hateful.
As expected of Elder Tan. He guessed it right again.
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
Brother Hui, you're up. Breakfast will be ready soon.
The miraculous effect is still ongoing. The eldest daughter of the Lin family actually is willing to cook for me.
Right, Brother Hui. There's something... You must answer me honestly.
Go ahead.
You came to Zhangzhou. Was it to fulfill the engagement with the Yi family?
How could you? Is this something you should be asking?
Brother Hui. Don't be angry, okay? Kinger just wants to know if that eldest daughter of the Yi family is pretty or not.
That's simple. I'll ask her to come over, and that'll be that.
No need. It's too crowded here. If another person comes, there won't be enough space to sit. It's just right now.
What? Are you afraid to see her?
I'm certainly not afraid. It's just that you have an engagement with her, and I'm afraid I won't be able to win against her.
Then if one day they say I am an impostor, not the real Li Hui, would you still want to marry me?
Brother Hui? Actually, before yesterday, I wasn't so sure. Because I always felt you were a very cold machine. But after yesterday, this cold machine of yours started up, making me feel very hot and very shy. I like the current you.
Then if I am not the real young master of the Li family.
Brother Hui, actually, when I came to Zhangzhou, someone already told me you are not the young master of the Li family.
Someone told you beforehand. Who was it?
It was an old friend of my father's. I call him Uncle Nan.
Uncle Nan. Could it be the leader of the 5 provinces? Nan Wanshan.
Yes, that's him.
The film was
Right,
translated
he also asked me to
and
take some
narrated
evidence
by
and send it to him.
Media.
Brother Hui, is he trying to harm you?
That's perfect then. Just send him some evidence.
You want to turn his own scheme against him?
Smart. Just do exactly as I say. If I haven't guessed wrong, he intends to use the Beijing Assembly to give me a warning.
He can dream on. Brother Hui, don't worry. I will definitely help you deal with him.
Right, Kinger, when you first arrived in Zhangzhou, why did you go to see Nan Wanshan first?
It's all because of my dad. He knew I was coming to Zhangzhou, so he asked me and Nan Wanshan to discuss the silver mine transfer.
Silver mine transfer?
Exactly. The price of silver now has been falling for 5 consecutive years. All the silver mines under Manglong Group's name are operating on minimal profit. My dad wanted to sell them off ages ago, and Nan Wanshan happens to want to acquire all of them.
The Lin family's silver mines account for 60% of Daxia's silver output. It seems Nan Wanshan wants to control the source of silver spot goods. Right, Kinger. Have you reached an agreement?
We haven't even started negotiating yet. But Non Wanshan said he wants to arrange for his son, Liang Tianyu, to negotiate with me.
Liang Jianyu? The wealth-delivering boat is here again. Kinger, I'll go with you to negotiate later.
Really? That's wonderful. If you are willing to help me negotiate, then I can just sit on the side and drink coffee. Young Master Liang, I heard the Lin family's eldest daughter, who's coming to negotiate with you today, is a naive beauty.
Isn't that perfect? The Lin family is Daxia's second most powerful aristocratic family. This time, I must fleece her properly.
Young Master Liang, I don't understand. Old Master Non, why does he want to buy the Lin family's silver mines?
It's not just the Lin family's. Godfather has already acquired 30% of Daxia's silver mines. Adding the Lin family's, that makes 90%. If my godfather just makes a move, the entire silver trading market will tremble 3 times.
I see. Then the Lin family is truly foolish to actually sell all their silver mines.
If they weren't foolish, how could we take advantage? I heard this Lin family's eldest daughter is a great beauty. Maybe this time, I can gain both the person and the wealth.
You must be young Master Liang?
Hello, Miss Lin. I am Liang Tianyu. This is my assistant, Kia Lu. I don't know who this is.
This is Mr. Lei. He's my boyfriend.
He is your boyfriend?
Is there a problem? Miss Lin, forgive my bluntness. You and your boyfriend must have just met recently, right? You are wrong about that. My boyfriend and I have known each other since childhood. You could say we are childhood sweethearts. What? How is that possible?
Don't delay the important matter. I apologize. Miss Lin, it might be that my assistant here mistook someone.
I am sorry. I was presumptuous. Please, both of you, have a seat.
Let's talk business.
Miss Lin, what I was thinking this time is...
Young Master Liang? It's like this. You can talk to Mr. Lai.
Talk to him?
Exactly. He can fully represent my Lin family and make any decision.
Miss Lin, this time we'll talk about is a massive project worth 500 billion. Handing it over to him to negotiate. Isn't that too rash?
A mere 500 billion, in your eyes, is already considered a big business. In my eyes, it's less important than having a cup of coffee, is less important.
Then I will talk to him.
Kinger just said 500 billion is less important than her having coffee. This shows that your offer does not satisfy her.
Who said I was going to offer 500 billion? Given the current market situation, sellers of mines are everywhere, but buyers of mines, besides me, there are none. And you still want to raise the price here? Wake up! Your mine is worthless.
You sound very confident.
Currently, the price of silver has been falling for 5 consecutive years. Experts believe that it will repeat the previous cycle, a trend of continuous decline for 10 years. Therefore, your mine is not only worthless now, but will become increasingly worthless in the future.
Young Master Liang is right. If we don't buy it, you won't be able to find a second buyer.
Of course, I have always been generous in business, and I can't let you suffer too great a loss. Final price, 300 billion.
300 billion? Are you dreaming?
Such vulgar matters as discussing money. Rest assured and leave them to me.
Kinger lost her composure.
Liang Jianyu, I give you 2 choices. First, disappear from my sight immediately. Second, produce 600 billion to buy the mine.
600 billion? Are you out of your mind?
Who do you think you are? To do whatever you want?
Very well. It seems you have chosen the first option. Then please both of you disappear. Don't interrupt. Kinger and I are drinking coffee.
What's so impressive about that? Young Master Liang, let's leave.
Your lousy mine. Just wait for it to rot in your hands.
I advise you, before you make threats, first call Non-Wanshan. Make a phone call, otherwise you will regret it.
Are you indirectly begging me? That's truly ridiculous. Would my godfather not help me, but instead help you?
Exactly. If you want us to stay, unless you agree to our condition of 300 billion. Otherwise, goodbye. Brother Hui, does this count as a negotiation breaking down?
Don't worry. In 3 minutes, they will come begging me.
Lulu, do you think I should call Godfather?
Why? Do you actually believe that trash?
No, it's not that. Godfather said before we came that this project would be easy to negotiate. That's why he let me handle it. But now...
Then hurry up and ask him.
Okay.
Brother Hui. I am now. Both afraid they won't come back. And afraid they will.
Do you know? Every minute now is worth
The film
200
was
billion.
translated
I know.
and narrated by Media.
Spending time this expensive. With you? I truly feel so happy.
Miss Lin, Mr. Lee, I am truly sorry. I was muddle-headed just now. I apologize to both of you.
Yes, we apologize.
It seems you have already prepared the 600 billion.
This 600 billion, we truly cannot afford. I beg you, is 500 billion acceptable?
Miss Lin, please be merciful. Can we settle for 500 billion?
Just now, Kinger and I mentioned that every minute now is worth 200 billion. If you keep dawdling, once this minute is over, 600 billion will turn into 800 billion.
You are taking advantage of the situation.
Stop talking. 600 billion it is.
Young Master Leon is impressive. Transfer the funds to Kinger.
Hello. Transfer funds to the Lin Group. 600 billion.
Thank you, young Master Liang.
Don't think that just because you got a bargain today, forcibly consuming what you shouldn't, that you won't suffer indigestion.
You don't need to worry about that. Young Master Liang? My boyfriend's appetite is excellent. He can never be satisfied. Then perhaps Miss Lin doesn't have enough capital.
Stop the nonsense. Let's go.
Conceited fool.
All right. You are much bigger than her.
Really?
Of course. The family has the capital, you know. How could she compare to you?
That's not what I meant. How dull.
All right. How about we go home and evaluate it carefully?
You're annoying. Then let's go home now.
Let's go.
Young Master Liang? Do you think Liao? That delivery guy? Will he come?
Today's Beijing conference is to select the Grand Alliance leader of the business world. The Li family, being the richest family in Daxia, is naturally the candidate with the highest support. As long as the head of the Li family cannot attend, that impostor of his will definitely step in to take his place.
That delivery guy really benefited. To think he could actually worm his way into the top circles.
After showing off, he's going to run into misfortune. His compromising secret is in our hands. This time, he's finished.
Young Master Liang, look quickly. That wretch has actually come too.
Dressed impeccably, yet despicable. Posturing and putting on airs.
Young Master Liang, then should we know? Expose him?
No rush. Wait until he's feeling ecstatic. Then we'll crush him. Let him taste the feeling of falling from heaven to the 18th layer of hell.
Eldest young Master Li arrived accompanied by two beauties. You certainly knows how to steal the spotlight.
Zhu Sishu, the eldest son of the Zhu family.
Eldest Miss Lin, we all know her.
Chen Fuhong, the eldest son of the Chen family.
But who is this other beauty? She is the eldest miss of the Yi family from Jiangsu. Yi Wanning.
Kui Anmin, the eldest son of the Kui family.
She was originally supposed to be the woman of my third brother, Kui Shi's. But this eldest young Master Li, relying on his power to bully others, actually, at the Yi family's birthday banquet, forcibly took her for himself.
Nonsense. Young Master Li and I already had an engagement. Quishais himself harbored improper thoughts. And after being rebuffed, he is now slandering others.
The film
How
was
despicable.
translated and
Impudence.
narrated
How dare you
by
slander my
Media.
dignified Kui family of Beijing?
What a joke. Who do you think your Kui family is?
You surnamed Li. Don't think that just because your Li family is the #1 aristocratic family in Daxia, my Kui family is afraid of you. Today, our three families Kui, Zhu, and Chen have formed a powerful alliance, advancing and retreating together. The position of #1 in Daxia, I'm afraid, is about to change hands.
The 3rd, 4th, and 5th ranking families joining forces? That's quite impressive, isn't it? Why didn't you also bring along the 6th and 7th ranking families to make a straight flush?
Eldest Miss Lin, you jest. Your Lin family ranks 2nd. Why don't we unite to deal with the Li family together? As long as the Li family falls, your Lin family will be #1 in Daxia. What do you say?
Young Master Zhu, Although my Lin family ranks second, I am not easily swayed. The combined assets of you few are far inferior to the Lee families. Why would I ignore this powerful backer, only to embrace your thin arms that barely have any flesh?
Eldest Miss Lin, who is the powerful backer, and who is the weak support, cannot be judged solely by current assets. The financial groups of the four nations are on the verge of a financial war with Ardaxia. It is imminent. Who will have the last laugh? It's still uncertain.
That's strange then. You, young Master Chen, as a citizen of Daxia, are hoping Daxia loses? Could it be that among these four nations' financial groups, you have a sugar daddy?
You are being deliberately provocative.
I am very curious. Just based on you all, the strength of 3 families, you dare to jump out and challenge me. What gives you the right?
That Lee guy. Haven't you heard of the snowball theory? As long as the snow is thick enough and the slope is long enough, we can defeat you.
Is that so? Then where is this slope you speak of?
I won't tell you. Just wait and regret it. That Lee guy. While you were focusing on women, we all seized the opportunity. What a pity. The opportunity was right next to him. Yet this fool actually ignored it.
Deliberately misdefined things.
Utterly baffling.
To beautiful ladies, this heaven-sent opportunity, I am willing to give it to you, as long as you leave this guy and stand with us. I guarantee that your account balance will have an extra 0 added to the end. Brothers, the snowball has started rolling. The silver price hit rock bottom and rebounded, soaring by 50%. I used the maximum 50 times leverage. My current return is 74 times. Me too. We've struck it rich this time.
They are talking about silver futures.
Yes, the silver price has already fallen for 5 consecutive years. Yet they went long against the market trend. They successfully gambled on it.
The silver price increase from the bottom has already exceeded 100%. The bull's momentum is unstoppable. The bears are utterly rooted. This is incredible.
It rose so much.
The film
It's
was
over,
translated
completely over.
and narrated by M Media.
Why did the silver price suddenly skyrocket? I injected 7 billion just to avoid liquidation. If it keeps rising like this, I'll have to jump off the rooftop. That Lee guy. My current return is 105 times. If this speed continues, we won't even need those 2 families. Our Zhu family alone can trample you underfoot. That's absolutely right. Crushing your Lee family is a piece of cake. Beautiful ladies, what are you still hesitating about? You marry me. You marry my 3rd brother. From now on, we'll live happily ever after together.
I despise. Sister Wanning was absolutely right. Your Kui family is simply vile and repulsive.
Petty people become arrogant when they succeed. Quine Min, you truly disgrace the Daxia noble families.
Still acting high and mighty. Until you kneel down. When you kowtow and beg me.
Kui Anmin, I'm afraid you've got it backward. Chen Jian. Opening 5 million lots of short positions.
Opening a short position. You dare to open a short position at this time? Like a moth flying into a flame. We'll liquidate you in minutes.
Brother Hui, if we do this now, wouldn't it be a bit too risky?
That's right. The bulls currently have overwhelming momentum. No matter how many short positions, they will be wiped out.
Don't be influenced by those 3 short-sighted and ignorant people. A mere small situation is nothing to fear.
70,000 tons?
The film was translated.
That's 10 years of production.
and narrated
Now,
by M
90% of
Media.
Daxia's silver mines are in my godfather's hands. Where are you going to buy it?
Young Master Lee, this is troublesome.
If you can't buy physical stock, you can only purchase futures to close the position. Now that the silver price has skyrocketed several times, a short position worth 5,000 yuan requires 10,000 yuan to buy back those 5 million lots. You will lose 250 billion. 250 billion.
Brother Hui, then did we make a mistake? By selling the silver mine to him earlier?
Miss Lin, do you really think I'm fool? Would I spend an extra 300 billion just to buy your Lin family's broken mine? I was waiting for you right here.
Left gaping now, aren't you? Regretting it now, aren't you? Young Master Liang said back then, forcibly consuming what you shouldn't will lead to indigestion. How about now? Feeling comfortable?
Why do all of you assume I must buy physical stock?
What else? Do you really have it at home?
Excuse me. I really do.
Boasting without thinking. Do you know? 70,000 tons of silver. What kind of concept that is?
You surnamed Lee. Let me educate you. 70,000 tons of silver can fill 2 standard 50-meter swimming pools. Do you know how huge that is?
What a coincidence. There is one in the suburbs of Beijing. A swimming center under renovation. The pool inside is piled high with silver 5 or 6 meters high. If any of you are interested, you can go and take a look.
This is absolutely impossible. If you were hoarding silver, our major aristocratic families, how could I possibly not know?
It's a renovation, you see. Every day, they are transporting materials. I'm sorry. Actually, those materials are all silver.
Hello? What? Someone in the suburbs, inside the swimming pool, discovered a mountain of silver. They are currently live streaming it. Internet celebrities and KOLs, and the media have all rushed over. This is real.
Ridiculous talk. Your Lee family fundamentally has no mind. Where did you get? Impossible. Your Lin family's silver mine output and transaction data. I have them all. I can guarantee that your Lin family absolutely does not have that much inventory.
What you were able to check was all information I deliberately let you find. Otherwise, how could you have, willingly, paid an extra 300 billion yuan?
What? That data and information were all fake?
No. The data and information, they're all real. They're just incomplete. Excuse me, young Master Liang. What you spent 600 billion yuan to buy was not our family's entire silver mine. Perhaps it was only 1/3 of it.
You wretch. You dare scheme against me?
Scheme against you? You, a dissolute scion of a third-rate family in Zhongzhou. Are you even worthy?
So, from the very beginning, you were setting up a scheme with this person surnamed Lee.
Setting up a scheme, just like Kinger said. What are you? Are you worthy? Even if Non Wanchen came, he wouldn't catch my eye. Much less you.
Oh no, the silver price. The silver price is starting to fall. We are finally saved now. I added 20 billion yuans to the margin. I almost got liquidated. 5 million short contracts. Over 70,000 tons of physical silver. Instantly, reversed the situation. That move was brilliant. It's over. A cliff-like drop. What do we do now? We cannot back down now. Our three families continue to open long positions. Push it up. Right. As long as we take on his 5 million short contracts, the short sellers following the trend will hesitate. Let's do it this way. Let's stake everything against him.
Chen Jian. Open another 1,000 short positions.
What? He's crazy. What do we do now? Why the fear? How much is he dumping? We'll absorb that much. Anyway, his hand is already revealed. He only has over 70,000 tons of spot goods. Opening so many short positions again, he simply won't be able to make the delivery.
Chen Jian. The other two. The silver mountains in the swimming pools. It's time for them to appear.
What? He still has that much stock? The decline simply cannot be stopped. Our leverage is too high. Just the margin calls will completely drain our cash reserves. Brother Zhu, relying only on our three families, we won't be able to hold out. Let's withdraw. Shut up. Withdraw from what? If we withdraw now, we won't even be able to keep our spot among the top 5 in Beijing. If we don't withdraw, forget about the top 5 in Beijing. The next 3 generations will have to spend their lives paying off debts.
Gentlemen, please listen to me. Even if he has more stock, my godfather will accept every single delivery. This round, we definitely won't lose.
Accept every single delivery? Acquiring 90% of the silver mines has already emptied his wallet. Even if he wants to borrow money now, the interest rate will be at least 35% starting out. But I'm afraid no one is willing to lend him money.
Brother Zhu, we can't hesitate any longer. Nan Wanshan can barely protect himself. We shouldn't follow him to the grave. Look at the price of silver. It's still falling. If we don't leave now, we're doomed. We withdraw. Excellent. The price of silver has already fallen back to my cost line. Just now, I almost thought I was going to the rooftop. Thanks to young Master Lee. Otherwise today, dozens of aristocratic families would surely have suffered heavy losses.
Young Master Liang, how could this happen? Could it be that old Master Nan is also not a match for this brat?
It's not that simple. Old Master Nan's true intention is not something you or I can guess.
Gentlemen, today all of us are gathered here precisely to elect the supreme leader of the business world. Just now, young Master Li led all of us in the silver futures market, reversed the situation, and fought a beautiful battle. I believe this position of supreme leader of the business world belongs only to young Master Li. Well said. The Li family is inherently the foremost aristocratic family of Daxia. Young Master Li is even more outstanding and exceptional, dominating the current era. Besides him, whoever else takes this position of supreme leader of the business world, I won't recognize it exactly in terms of strength, in terms of background.
Big sister you. Nan Wanchen actually brought her here.
Zhao Li, you really are here. What you are wearing today is so handsome.
Big sister, why are you here?
They said you were in big trouble. Someone must testify to your experiences over the past year to help you overcome this difficulty.
Sister Yu, come, you tell everyone, tell us about last year, what he was doing.
Zhao Li, he was delivering takeout. He was so diligent.
The film was
On our street.
translated and
The
narrated
pharmacies,
by
the fast food
Media.
restaurants, the supermarkets, he had to run several trips a day.
Everyone here knows. Last year, the 10 great families of Beijing held a closed-door summit, and young Master Li was the principal organizer. Young Master Li, I want to know, how did you manage to do that? Organizing a meeting in Beijing on one hand, and on the other hand, being in Jiangsu, delivering takeout?
Then there is only one possibility. The person who held the meeting in Beijing and the person delivering takeout in Jiangsu are fundamentally two different people.
What a joke. You can randomly find someone, even if it's ironclad evidence. Then I can find 100 people to prove that you, Liang Tanyu and Nan Wanchen, are simply traitors who defected to the Four Nations conglomerate.
You! Slander!
You want ironclad evidence, do you? I have photos here. Video chat records. As much as you want. Eldest Miss Lin, your brother Hue, is just a little delivery guy. He was so diligent delivering takeout, merely to save money for me to spend.
Besides the witnesses, the surveillance footage from the entire street is also in my hands. If everyone wants to see how this impostor delivered takeout, come to me and collect the video recordings. All right.
Gentlemen, the evidence is irrefutable. He is an impostor. If we allow such a lowly person to become the Grand Alliance leader of our business world, then outsiders will mock our Daxia, saying there are no capable people in the entire country.
Zhao Li, why do I feel like, after I finish saying those things, your trouble has only grown?
Sister, this is not your fault. Thank you for always worrying about me.
Delivery guy, admit it. You are finished.
The Li family, being the foremost aristocratic family of Daxia, uses a substitute to deceive the world. Trying to cover the sky with one hand, an aristocratic family like this is truly a scourge upon our Daxia. It must be eradicated.
It must be eradicated.
Eradicated. My Yi family of Jiangzhou is the first to disagree. Young Master Li, from Jiangzhou to Beijing, which time he made a move, was not with overwhelming power, outstanding and surpassing the crowd, i.e. Wanning. Have never in my life seen such unmatched financial skill. To say young Master Li is a substitute, i.e. Wanning, absolutely will not believe it.
Sister Wanning is right. Don't forget. Just now it was young Master Lei. By his own power, he saved a desperate situation. And those who constantly claim, saying he is a
The film was
stand-in, are
translated
precisely the ones
and narrated
disturbing the silver
by
market,
Media.
attempting to treat all of you as leaks to be harvested. Shameless scoundrels.
Don't change the subject. The fact that he is a stand-in is set in stone.
Even if you say he has ability, aren't you all being too naive? Just because he recited a few lines prepared beforehand, you truly take him for some kind of master?
Whether he has real ability or fake ability, if the title is not right, the authority is void. He fundamentally is not a member of the Li family of Beijing, so he has no right to be the alliance leader of the business world.
According to your logic, anyone who belongs to the Li family of Beijing is qualified.
Of course, the Li family of Beijing is the foremost
Just the Li family's dog? Isn't it true that Whatever the master says. You just repeat it? What kind of irrefutable proof is that?
Eating whose food? Listen to that person's words. Isn't that a matter of course? I just don't understand. Young Master Liang, you grew up eating the food of our Daxia since childhood. How could you betray us and instead become the pawn of the Four Nations Consortium? Is he a pawn?
Are you slandering me? To divert everyone's attention. You actually defame me. Truly shameless to the extreme. I tell you. From beginning to end, I have always followed my godfather's instructions. When have I ever been a pawn for foreigners?
Everyone heard that, right? Who did you say you were working for? You are working for Nan Wanshan, aren't you? Young Master Liang, thank you. Thank you for sacrificing kin for the greater good. Personally pointed out. This major internal traitor.
What is all this? Old Master Nan is the leader of 5 provinces. He is an important figure in our Daxia. And those foreign devils, what connection does he have?
Don't you think that, just because you have the Li family backing you, you can just make false accusations and slander the innocent?
Spreading lies and framing others like this is beneath this old man. Nan Wanshan, I only have one question for you. This past week, Beijing flow related to you amounts to over 200 billion. What exactly are you up to? Tangent High, you old slave of the Li family. What right do you have to question me? You won't admit it. I'll say it for you. Excluding the 600 billion given to the Lin family, the remaining 1,400 billion was all transferred through the Kui family's offshore company and deposited into the accounts of the 5 major fund companies. The accounts? Nonsense. That is completely false. My Kui family is fiercely loyal to Daxia. It is absolutely impossible to collude with those foreign devils. Young Master Kui, it seems you are unaware. Your Kui family's 3rd young master is one of the shareholders of those offshore companies used for transactions, isn't he? I have detailed information here. Would you like to take a look? Nonsense. My 3rd brother must have been deceived by others and forced to become a shareholder of that so-called offshore company.
You can deny this even face to face. The Kui family truly is as disgusting as ever.
Ignorance is no fault. My 3rd brother was unaware of this matter. And I was even more unaware. Do not arbitrarily pin crimes on our Kui family.
You can interpret it however you want, but your Kui family is out of the game.
Out of the game? My Kui family being one of the 5 great noble families in Beijing. If you don't let our Kui family participate, you won't be able to play either.
I think you misunderstood the meaning of out of the game. It doesn't mean that one family can't play anymore, but rather that your Kui family is completely finished.
How dare you curse my Kui family?
From the moment your 3 families Kui, Chen, and Zhu aided the wicked and heavily invested in long positions, that moment onward, you were casting a curse upon yourselves.
Stop trying to scare people. We just wanted to earn some pocket money. Stop overanalyzing things here. What do you mean by aiding the wicked? How we trade is our freedom. What does it have to do with you?
Very well, since you refuse to accept courtesy, Elder Tan, expose their hand.
Just now, the stock market of our Daxia suddenly saw 80,000 contracts shorting the index. The source of these funds is very clear. It is the Four Nations conglomerates. In less than a minute, another 3,000 orders appeared. Contracts for shorting the index. 3 young masters. These 3,000 contracts, are you familiar with them? What a joke. What does this matter have to do with us? This is just a baseless, malicious slander. We will hire the best lawyers to sue you to death. You won't shed a tear until you see the coffin. In order for my Daxia to defend against the Four Nations conglomerates, financial sniping, the regulation of fund sources has already been raised to the highest level. Those things you did secretly, those things have long had nowhere to hide. You 3 families in the silver futures market.
The film was translated.
You tried to steal a
and
chicken but ended up losing the
narrated by
rice.
Media.
In order to fill the deficit, you didn't hesitate to side with the Four Nations conglomerates, shorting my Daxia. Your intentions deserve execution. You traitors who betray your own. Tie up these 3 shameless internal spies. A dog truly cannot change its habit of eating shit. Just now, when dealing in silver futures, you wanted to ruin everyone, and now you are doubling down. Truly guilty enough to deserve death. Tie him up. Tie him up. Tie him. Go tie him up. Yes, it was him. It was all him. He made us short the index, saying we could immediately recover the losses in the futures market. He made us add leverage and follow suit, but we absolutely did not know. This was a conspiracy by the Four Nations conglomerates. We are innocent. We were deceived by Nan Wanshan. That old man. He is the running dog of the Four Nations conglomerates. It was him the previous silver futures. He tricked us into entering, but we just wanted to make some money. We never thought of betraying the country.
Who forced you? Why are you all splashing dirty water onto my godfather?
An old servant of the Lee family. And such a counterfeit product. Playing all the great families of Ardaxia around in circles.
Old Master Nan is right. They deliberately provoked conflict between you three families and the old master, precisely to divert attention, so that you would ignore the fact that he is an impostor.
These two shameless villains first conspired to control the Lee family, and now they delusionally attempt to become the supreme leader of the business alliance, controlling the business world of Daxia. They are the ones with ulterior motives.
I stand by what I said. Only when the name is right and the words be smooth. This person is fundamentally not a member of the Lee family, and absolutely has no qualifications to be the supreme leader of the business alliance. Gentlemen, Nan Wanshan and his gang keep clinging to the young master's identity. This precisely proves that they are lackeys of the Four Nations Consortium.
Exactly. Everyone think carefully. Brother who just now in the silver futures market crushed Nan Wanshan's conspiracy. He immediately used questioning Brother Hu's identity to force him out.
That's right. When two armies face off, who would first pull their own commander down? Except for a traitor.
This is bad. The international market has started suddenly dumping massive amounts of Daxia currency. The exchange rate won't hold up. The stock market has also plummeted. It's a double blow to both the currency and stock markets. The Four Nations Consortium has made its move.
Everyone, don't panic. Do not sell a single share. Do not become accomplices of the Four Nations Consortium. Their goal
The
is
film
precisely
was
to incite panic,
translated and
using for
narrated
ounces
by
to deflect
M.
1,000
Media.
pounds, making us trample each other.
The current stock price is plummeting wildly. You're telling everyone not to sell a single share? Are you trying to make everyone be buried alongside you?
Liang Tinu, you still won't admit that you are a lackey of the Four Nations Consortium? You just want everyone to trample each other, right?
Miss Lin, I didn't say sell. Don't buy back. Sell high and buy low, allowing everyone to make a fortune. You wouldn't even understand this little technique, would you?
It's over. The Daxia index has fallen from 14,000 points to 11,000 points. In just this short time, it actually dropped 3,000 points. Next, we will have to test the 10,000 point threshold. If the 10,000 point level doesn't hold, I fear Daxia will be in danger.
What did I tell you? Better to leave early than late. Who wants to harm you all, and who is looking out for you all, is now clear at a glance.
Everyone, listen to me. As long as everyone unifies their thinking and holds their shares steady, relying solely on the Four Nations Consortium's small amount of Daxia currency and shorting contracts, although they might break through 10,000 points, they will already be a spent force. That will be the time for us to reclaim lost ground.
Breaking through 10,000 points, the common people are already starting to dump shares frantically. At that time, we will be the fools standing guard halfway up the mountain.
Financial warfare is psychological warfare. The plan of the Four Nations Consortium was originally to break through 10,000 points at all costs, cause nationwide panic, and make us fools kill each other, destroying our own defenses. Therefore, the way to counter this is also
15 million lots of silver futures. You just placed. The corresponding silver is 210,000 tons. Do you have that much inventory in hand? Do you still have this much capital available?
I only said I have 70,000 tons of physical silver. Where did 210,000 tons come from?
Just now you opened 10 million lots. When the short position was open, personally said, you still have inventory for 2 swimming pools.
Even I don't believe those words. Yet you actually believed it.
You played dirty.
All warfare is based on deception. Even this phrase you haven't heard of.
The Kui, Chen, and Zhu families were tricked by you into temporarily switching sides, which is why we suffered a complete failure. You're such a cunning fellow.
You brought this disaster upon yourselves. From the moment their cunning thought of wanting to make a killing in this financial war arose, they were destined to be ruined and disgraced.
Nonsense. You gloat after gaining an advantage. Our 3 families will absolutely not let you off.
What? You want revenge? Your 3 families, in this lifetime, will not have the chance. Abusing high leverage, the debt of your 3 families is already astronomical, plus shorting our Daxia index. The moment I aim for 20,000 points arrives, you will all be liquidated.
Nonsense. The index has already fallen below 9,000 points. I, your father, have already made a killing shorting it. 20,000 points. Maybe in your next life. You bastard, Kui Anman. You eat the food of our Daxia nation, and profit from our Daxia nation's misfortune, and are still so arrogant. Finish him off.
Everyone, don't rush. Wait until this battle is over. None of these people will escape.
You merely relied on cunning schemes, and won by luck. in the silver futures market, but the scale of funds in the stock market is much larger than the futures market.
The
You
film
cannot
was
win by relying on
translated
tricks.
and
Who said I
narrated
played
by
tricks?
M-Media.
The money I originally intended to purchase, 140,000 tons of physical silver with, has already become the ammunition for this financial war, and is just waiting for the trigger to be pulled. So, do you now feel whether I had the strength to deal with the Four Nations consortiums and lay Donshan?
What a masterful blend of truth and falsehood. To think that this old man was made too, in the silver futures market, suffers such a huge loss. This also precisely proves that you are not Li Hui. Li Hui does not have this level of skill.
The strength of my Li family members is not something someone like you can estimate, and I fundamentally do not need to prove to anyone my true identity. You only need to know that, with me and Daxia, we will definitely win.
Go ahead and keep boasting. The index has already fallen by 8,000 points. It is about to fall below. I want to see how you, this great savior, acted before us.
Very good. Take the 30% of stocks we hold, and dump them all out.
What? Dumping the market? Dump the market.
Dump.
Dump, dump. My heavens. This wave directly smashed the index down to 6,300 points.
Gentlemen. Defend our Daxia. Sword pointed at 20,000 points. Fight.
Fight. The index rebounds. Momentum like a rainbow. 6,350, 6,400, 6,500, 7,000 points recovered. Young Master, Beijing and the 9 provinces under heaven have all received the Daxia Business Alliances market protection announcement. Now, public sentiment is
The
stable,
film was
and the exchange rate has
translated
returned to
and
normal.
narrated
8,000
by
points
M-Media.
recovered. This speed is simply insane.
How is the stock index futures market?
Just as you expected. You said 6,800 points. Smashing the cup as the signal saw a large number of high leverage long positions. Futures contracts emerge. And finally, you then smashed it down to 6,300 points. After this wave of operations, they were all liquidated.
When they opened long positions, we opened short positions, perfectly absorbing the counterparty's trades, earning 1,000 billion out of thin air. This is equivalent to cutting off one of Lei Donshan's arms. Given his temper, he must already be unable to restrain himself.
9,000 points recovered, liquidating the short positions of those foreign devils, approaching the 10,000 point threshold. Massive volume has appeared. The struggle has become white hot.
Kinger. Let them see the strength of the Lin family.
Alright. I couldn't wait any longer.
What? Massive volume surge. Directly surge to 11,000 points.
This is nothing. Everyone fasten your seatbelts. I will lead everyone directly to assault 15,000 points.
Good. Follow young Master Li in charge. What is going on? The index fell instead. It fell back to 10,000 points again. What is the situation? It won't break below 10,000 again, will it?
Breaking below 10,000 will never be seen again in this life.
It rose and rose again. Once again assaulted 11,000 points.
Everyone cooperated extremely well. This recent pullback, our capital pool has gained another 500 billion.
What? This wave of retracement was. Young Master Li, you did that intentionally.
Non Wanshan. The one I should thank the most is you. Without your tip-off, both times, 1,500 billion. It wouldn't be that easy for me to obtain it.
You were playing tricks again.
Lei Donshan had you act as an undercover agent. Isn't that also a trick? You wanted to gain merit in front of your foreign masters that were counter-utilized by me, helping me earn 1,500 billion. I am very satisfied.
You dare to use me. This time you admit that you are an insider.
Your schemes were already within my prediction. Since the silver mine acquisition began, your objective has always been the stock market. It was merely to consolidate my funds, use a feint. That's why you pulled off that silver futures stunt. But unfortunately, from the moment you started laying out your plan, our plan has already been in place for several years. You all are merely in my plan, the final piece of the puzzle.
Impossible, impossible. You are not a member of the Li family. Impossible to coordinate such a massive scheme. Now that things have come to this, you still dare to slander the young master? Nan Wanshan, the crime of treason is set in stone. The few of you just wait for the rest of your lives to spend it in prison.
Young Master Li. I and they are not in league. It was all Leon Tanyu, this bastard. He coerced me. That's why I did such a thing to you. I am now willing to be your woman. Please forgive me.
Get lost. You opportunistic, gold-digging woman. Are you even worthy to beg for mercy in front of young?
Whoever touches me will pay with their life.
Don't worry. We don't need to lift a finger. The person who wants to deal with you will naturally arrive.
Look quickly. The index is rising all the way. Has already broken through 13,000 points. Overwhelming momentum. What overwhelming momentum? Impossible. Except for the financial Pluto back then. No one could be the opponent of Dragon King Lei Dongshan. Nan Wanshan, how can you be so certain that in this battle concerning the future of Daxia, this financial war, the financial Pluto has not made a move? What? Even the long silent genius who never appeared in public, the financial Pluto has emerged. My Daxia truly has heaven-reaching luck. The financial Pluto is truly too formidable. Back then, he consecutively challenged the Goryeo Chables and the Fusang consortiums, and even forced the New York Dragon King into a desperate fight. Truly a divine figure. Unfortunately, that battle ended without a clear victor. Since then, the financial Pluto vanished without a trace. All that remains in the world are merely legends. The financial Pluto, back in the day, swept across the international financial markets. That is the pride of my Daxia. Now that Daxia is in trouble, how could the financial Pluto possibly remain uninvolved? He will surely take action to stabilize the situation. Impossible. The financial Pluto cannot possibly be alive.
Nan Wanshan, I'll give you one last chance to curry favor with your foreign master. Tell Lei Dongshan, I am the financial Pluto.
You finally show your face.
Lei Dongshan, New York's Dragon King.
The financial Pluto. Who is this person? He looks a little familiar. He is the great deity who dominates the financial channels. The New York Dragon King, Lei Dongshan. What? Lei Dongshan? How dare he come here? Your Highness, Dragon King, this old man has failed. No wonder this battle was fought so exhilaratingly, as expected of the undefeated Hades, who swept the financial
film was
markets.
Translated
Lei Dongshan.
and narrated by Media.
Back then, when you lost to me in the financial war, you actually harmed my family to vent your anger. Today, I will make you pay back 100-fold.
You want revenge? What makes you think you can?
Damn Lei Dongshan? On the territory of my Daxia? You still dare to be so arrogant. You absolutely are not leaving here today.
Since I came today, there is no way I won't be able to leave.
Everyone here belongs to Daxia. What makes you think you can rely on just these few subordinates?
You think you're the only smart one. These few under my command, they all have explosives strapped to them. Enough to turn this place of yours into a pile of rubble.
Lei Dongshan, what do you want?
All you have to do is come with me, and the elites of your Daxia will all live. Otherwise, today I will let your Daxia's entire top tier of the business world be wiped out, using just me, an old man, to exchange for your entire top tier of the business world. That's too good a deal.
You used this exact trick back then to threaten me, causing my family to die tragically. Using the same trick a second time, do you think it will still work?
Of course it will work. Because you have no choice.
Back then, I truly had no choice. Now, I do have a choice.
Charge. How is that possible? How could it fail? When you framed my Lee family back then, did you think we would let the matter rest? Ever since you entered the country, your every move
The film was
has been monitored by Daxia.
and narrated by Media.
But there is no way you could master the technology to cut off signals. You are wrong. We simply adopted the most reliable signal cutting technique, and that is people. The four of you return to your ranks. They are actually, they are your people.
Lei Dongshan. Look now. What is the Daxia Index?
What? How could it be 21,000 points?
May the nation's destiny prosper. It is our duty to protect it. Those who offend Daxia shall be punished no matter how far away they are.